time for a sound check, and today's guest is the Wayward Sons. How to define them, though? It's not easy. Sprinkling of Bob Marley, a little splash of John Butler, some Faith No More, maybe, some Skunk Hour thrown in the mix. Quite the musical soup. Hip-hop, blues and roots, funk, rock, indie, future. Well, I'm out of ideas. Fair to say that they do a wonderful job of making it all merge quite seamlessly. The Wayward Sons, they have a brand new album that they're formally releasing next weekend here on their home turf on the Gold Coast at the Currumbin Pub, December 16. To begin our sound check tonight, I'll take a track off it. It's called Blues Muse, the album's Paradigm. Spot the nice little bit of gypsy jazz in the intro here.
1, 2, test 1, test 2, the sound check on 91.7 ABC Gold Coast.
Magic of groove in this position, we're efficient. Get your feet to move, to get your ass on it, baby, fit it. You a next level woman, got your soul in check. I ain't no pessimist, it's just get restless. And babe, I must confess, you're my very best, yes. You're my inspiration, spark of imagination. It's coming through me to you. Imagination, like you, and we got these shoes and we know how to cruise. Right on you, inspiration, imagination, you're my view, and we got these shoes and we know how to cruise. Baby, you're my view. Hey yo, music is our creator, deep from the heart, that's what we find it, not blind and clear our eyes, open mind. Features common, but true thought is rare. If you choose your words with care, back with a beat and a snare, it's real talk across the cheesy urban sprawl. Get you bound down like a floor, Aussie crawls, through a grocery shop. Say it all much more smoother. Take the stories of their shooters, therapy, more a Buddha lesson from him is included knowledge itself. We just like health, cross this continental shelf, my spell. Man, we know you people spiritual black belts, just a war for themselves. Yes, love to me is not something you can live with. And you can't live without. See, I can see the beauty of our freedom.
That's Blues Muse off the brand new album by the Wayward Sons, and they've joined me ahead of a show, 16th of December, an album launch. This will be a kind of a preview to all of that, but keen to get to know more about these guys. I've got Kano, Jesse, Pete and Brad. We'll hear them perform live in a moment, but first and foremost, welcome, gents. Lovely to have you in here this afternoon on the sound check. What's the Wayward Sons story? When did you start? Who wants to be spokesperson? Everyone points at Brad.
No worries.
It's the price of being the vocalist, the lead vocalist. You have to talk.
Fun and games. No, we started out as a three-piece with Kano, Jesse and myself, just doing acoustic on the cajon and stuff around the pub scene on the Gold Coast.
Yep.
And then we thought we'd add rhythm and bass. We got Peter Korzak on bass and Sanu Nerona on drums, who's not here today, but he's in Brisbane bass. So so we've kicked it off. We've been together for a couple of years, and about 6 months ago we started working on the album, and it was a drawn-out process for over 4 months or something. And
often is, because I know you've all got day jobs, you've all got lives away from music for the time being. Maybe that's not the long-term plan, but so you've threaded that in and around doing other stuff.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. And we've been booked out for the last couple of years just through word of mouth on a live show, and now we haven't actually had a product, so now we've got the product. We're plugging it as much as we can, and we just come back from Yeyeh Beach Music Festival, where we played at the national band competition, where we were grand final winners. So we go up there next year and play on the main stage, headlining along some other great acts.
A lot of people speak really highly about that Yeyeh Beach Festival.
Great festival.
Is it fun? What is it about it? I mean, it's a beautiful place. But
yeah, it's like a without the country, it's like a mini Tamworth. They deck it out all through the town, and then at the end of the town they have at the Sail Club they have a massive big circus tent, big stage set up where the thousands of people cram in there for the main events during the evening, and but the whole town just goes music for the 3 days.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it's an awesome experience.
Has music been a long-term thing for you guys? Have you always played?
Individually, yeah.
I've always done music through blues, jazz, hip-hop, all that kind of stuff. I play saxophone, but focused on my passion, which is hip-hop stuff.
You're an interesting blend, and we heard some of it in Blues Muse before, but you're an interesting blend of styles. There's your sort of archetypical rootsy kind of vibe. You hear a bit of reggae kind of stuff, definite, rhythms, some heavier bass lines, and your spoken word stuff, Kano, too. How did the pieces come together?
Well, just trial and error, I think. Lots of practice, lots of live shows. We were dubbed like a roots rock, reggae, funk, hip hop. Yeah, it's all love.
I'm curious too.
Actually just locked down a 6-piece on the keys as well. It helps ties us all in. We got Kano on the turntables and the DJs.
Yeah.
Jesse Lopez on lead guitar. Peter on bass, Sonny on drums, and I'm rhythm and lead singer. All the boys do backup singing. It's a big sound, I think we like to think, and also we didn't put anything on the album that we couldn't recreate live either, so that was a big thing for us, and it came out. Couldn't have asked for it any better, actually.
Yeah, great. And so this album really is a true reflection of the personality of the band. It's,
absolutely.
Yeah,
it's
wonderful.
a house party experience. Life's a house party.
Life's a house party, you reckon?
Yeah, have a good time, clean up at the end. Don't step on anyone.
What's in the pipeline for you? You've got the album launch at the Currumbin Pub. We'll talk more about that in a moment, 16th of December. But you've been booked out for a while. How far into the future does your bookings go?
We try to book like 2 to 3 months in advance. We're actually taking a few weeks off over Christmas just because we've been so flat out with it, have some family time. But after Christmas, we're looking to do a sunny coast or like a north tour and a south tour. We'd like to do a Melbourne trip down to East Coast trip down to Melbourne and back mid-year next year. We've got the Yeyeh Beach Music Festival next year as well. Obviously, next weekend we play at Miami Marquetta, opening up for Electric Lemonade's 7th birthday, which will be a good show.
Fair show, just quietly. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, let's hear you in stripped back form, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
What do you want to play for us?
We might do the title track, Paradigm, off the album.
Paradigm. You can't get this album yet, but you will be able to as of the 16th of December, the product.
You can actually find us on Spotify, CD Baby, Unearthed, iTunes.
You're everywhere. You've got your own website too. You recorded this down near where you'll be launching.
Yeah, Scotty French.
Yeah.
Paul Blakey did the mastering as well.
No wonder you enjoyed yourself. He's a fabulous bloke, Scott. He does a wonderful job.
He's actually the one jumping on keys for us.
Oh, wonder he's just picked up another band.
Yes, exactly.
The man with more hours in every day than anybody else. I don't know how he does it, but he does it well. The Wayward Sons, at least 4 of 6. Brad on vocals, Pete banging away on his, I always forget what those things are, cajon. Jesse's on guitar, and Kano will chime in with some spoken word stuff in a moment. The Wayward Sons, title track off the brand new album released next week, Paradigm.
You come on over here. Into the end we sing, little fears of the love we bring. Boom boom with a ring a ding ding, oh yeah. Can you feel it coming now? As it all just blows away.
With the bum beside her, she can't fight this. Eat it back and slow spliff and then we like this. Also about how life is. We write these emotions of this misfit to reminisce, and how this script exists. A deep aquarium, oceanic abyss. It never ceased to persist. So I'm the wayward sons, giving the sky a kiss. Open beast, so uplift, open eyes of the blooded, and a lily caught a pressure, open-minded. Flashback reminded, deep down who hide this, remind us. Just like the ultraviolet, bright hopes of free cell, keep a mimic like a squid, cooped up on all the grids. Walking by a full body, top of the morning, like shadows no track with the organ. All those old school days of Billy Corgan. Yeah, challenge cake, right? Hey, no, hip-hop is more than just music to me. It's been yard of expression evidently. Or rolled out couple for a VIP. We're absorbed by creativity deeply. Don't rock the fantasy.
He's got a paradigm, a little lark with an old time to shine. Little me when the youth come on over here. Into the end we sing, little fears of the love we bring. Boom boom with a ring a ding ding, oh yeah. Can you feel it coming now? As it all just flows away. The moon sitting down on the western horizon. Girl from the east, you look just like the sun rising. No, I said up and down, silence and sound, front to back, and live lives are a matter of fact. Can you feel it coming now? As it all just blows away. Finding your balance, babe. Like stereophonic, these waves are ultrasonic. When we're tired and drained, convert a system to bionic. Days with creation, nozzles, no hesitation. What's your words in relation from the time of sensation? Your own travel time, a space bed in a zone. Moment of you know when you're full, some on a drone. Cycling else can make you feel all alone. Goodbye skies falling and conductors click, calling out a name. Getting drowned by every sinking danger. Hold your own collected ticket, there's a knees on that train. Try be a killer, must be flexing to remain. Mate, it's time to get iller, don't cause no unnecessary pain. Like the branded lyrics, better bounce in the back of the brain. Yo, it's a muffin came, one blowing door, trendsetter, hypnotic, women draining every way, women sagging to robotic. Listen to this thumping beat, man, a wayward son, show we're bringing the heat. Man, we rocking these lyrics for those who like to sleep, life gets deep. Rocks on the days, what we're reaping the love. Everything's got a paradigm, a little lark with an old time to shine. Little me when the you come on, oh yeah. Into the end we sing, little fears of the love we bring. Boom boom with a ring a ding ding, oh yeah. Everything's got a paradigm, a little lark with an old time to shine. Little me with the you come on, oh yeah.
Really well done. How do you remember all the words?
They come from the heart, mate.
They do. They spill out, though, don't they? The look on your face, it's quite frenzied. In a nice way, though, in a good way. I felt like I was listening to something that I really should be concentrating on, and I was. It's real talk. It's wonderful. The Wayward Sons, the new album Paradigm, 16th of December, Currumbin Pub. Top venue, and I reckon well worth getting down and having a look. Really good stuff. We heard Blues Muse earlier on the title track, just there, Paradigm. Have a listen, look them up, support them before they take off and succeed everywhere. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Matt. Much appreciated.
That album launch, 16 December at the Currumbin Pub, the Wayward Sons.
Coast traffic on 91.7.